What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Soulblaze. We do Pokemon Wi-Fi draft content here. If you want to see some of my Showdown content, make sure to head over to my TikTok page where I'll be doing some replays of the day to showcase some more battles. It's an exciting announcement. To start off the video, this will not be a battle video. This will be the draft analysis for my new league. Or it's not mine. Well, it is kind of mine. This point. It's halfly mine. It is my first ever draft league. I joined back in 2018. It's called the Almighty Ones, TAO, which, as you've seen on the channel, I am the current reigning champion of, hoping to keep it that way. I don't know what to say. This will be the draft analysis. We're doing another season of it. We're doing a Gen 9 season. Send off Gen 9 with a bang before ZA and Mega Evolutions and Champions and yada 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 yada. So we're here. Got in the draft. I think I got like what, fourth? It's just me and my close friends. So it's an 8-man league. And we're just gonna have a good time with it. It's just for fun, you know, something to do. It'd be something to do. Also want to kind of bring Gen 6 Wi-Fi back for another season at some point. Really had a fun time doing CDL with Ducky. And he might not be on board for a second season at some point, but I really want to play more of it, so I might just host a season by myself. We'll see how that goes. We'll be staying more in contact with Ducky as like Gen 10 and stuff comes around, so don't worry about Ducky. He's doing fine. He just needs to you know, it is what it is. Yeah, go check out his channel. He's also a really good friend of mine, so not gonna get too much into it. He'll explain it himself on his own channel. So we're gonna go straight into the deeps about the draft analysis. I'm going to try and keep this beneath at least 20 minutes. So let's go. Usually I do all the fancy graphics and stuff like that. I really wanted to, but my boy had my ass crack been butt loaded with things to do lately. Had no time whatsoever. Just doing this right now. It is 11:45 p.m. and I have school till 10 in the morning. I'm doing this and I'm going to sleep. So I'm just letting you guys know, as much as I love to do the graphics, it takes time. It's time consuming and I would love to do it, but I need time to do it. That's why you need to like, comment, and subscribe on this YouTube channel right now so I can do this full time and have graphics for every single video I ever make. Thank you. Let's get on with it. Enough yapping. Let's get on. Speaking of well, enough yapping, we're going to yap a lot. Yes, so here's the team. Oh, Jesus, not the right. There's the team. Boom. Yeah, so now I have the entire team here. This is just something I threw together in less than 30 minutes. Nothing crazy. You can't see me, but you can hear me. Hello. How's it going? So, yeah, this is the team. I got 4th out of 8 picks. I think it was 4th or 3rd or something. I can't remember. Don't have time to check it right now. Anyway, we got the Tusk. Never, ever have I used Tusk on Wi-Fi before. I love Tusk. Tusk is amazing. Drafting Tusk round 1 and not having to think about Rapid Spin is just so friggin' amazing. You just have the Rapid Spin on lock and you just build a team around Tusk. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Now, this team has a couple of weaknesses. As you can see, weakness to water, first of all. We have Ogerpon Rock, which takes water neutrally until it terastallizes. Yes, it can terastallize, and so can the Chi-Yu. So, 2 of my, well, I would say Chi-Yu is a water weakness that could potentially turn into not a water weakness. And then Ogerpon can terastallize into a water weakness, not being water weak. But you know, we got a chunky Latios, we got a chunky Primarina, we got some Caesar action. It's pretty offensive. And this team does struggle with fairy types. Believe you me. As you guys can see, my steel type is a Magneton and my poison type is a Haunter. So, well, I do have steel and Caesar as well. I forgot to mention that. But, yeah, Caesar is going to have to do a lot of the heavy pulse when it comes to dealing with fairy types for this team. Tusk is weak. Latios is weak. Weavile is weak. Well, Weavile is weak to damage. Yeah. Chi-Yu's, one of Chi-Yu's stabs is dark. And if it wants to Terra Dark, that's another fairy weakness we have to deal with. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I might make some changes to this team as we go along with the season, but this is what we got for right now. Really excited to try and keep. I'm gonna try and keep Magneton on the team no matter what, just because I think Magneton is really fun. I've seen some people do crazy work with it, and I've always wanted to do Magneton. No, whoa, play with Magneton. Oh no, have Magneton on my team. Not the time. Yeah. So, anyways, we have Terra Chiyu. That's fun. That forces a lot of AVs to be brought, but we have good knockoff users. We got the Tusk, we got the Caesar, we got the Weavile, we got the Ogerpon, so we got a bunch of knockoffs. I'm not really too worried about that. In terms of hazards, it's going to be Tusk. Tusk got the rocks, and Ogerpon can have the rocks as well, but it also, I think he can have stuff on. I know he got spikes, and that's where my spike says, yeah. So it's not like too overwhelming with like hazards and utility and stuff like that. You do got the Latios Healing Wish and stuff like that, but obviously not going to come every game, not going to be positioned perfectly every time, etc, etc, etc. Yeah, we got the Magneton with the Magnet Pull, we got the Weavile and the Double Dark, Chiyu Weavile with the Double Dark. I don't think Dark is the worst typing to stack. Yes, the Fairy weakness can be problematic, but I do think it's manageable. I could also bring some Fairy... how would I say this? It's like you get rid of like Pestilence, like I guess I could just bring some fairy controlling Terra types on Chiyu, like Terra Steel, Terra Poison. Terra Steel Chiyu is very shisty. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that comes along. But yeah, we do got some strong setup options. Obviously, Tusk can also be pretty offensive with Scarf and Booster, and just you max attack that boy and he just plows through a lot of stuff. It is what it is. Calm Mind or Setup Latios, Scarf Latios, pretty solid. AV, tanky, Primarina slow flip turns to position in the Chiyu, or to position in the Tusk to get rid of some hazards, or to get Magneton in at the right time to trap the Steel type, or to go into the slow Caesar to slowly press the U-turn and keep the momentum slowly going. Stuff like that I can do. I can also do Analytic Eviolite Magneton with like a slower Volt Switch that does more damage and also gives more momentum to stuff like getting Weavile in safely. Stuff like that. Little iffy on the Haunter. I don't know if Haunter's going to stick around all season. We'll see. I don't know if Weavile is going to stick around all season, but most likely. If anything, I might just change out Chiyu with a Terra for something, just because, like, it's really fun to use. It's really fun, but it gets countered by AV a lot. It gets countered by just light screen, SpDef investment. Like, I'm not going to say, like, a bunch of special defense mods don't do that, but it's problematic for sure. And, yeah, it makes my team a little mono-dimensional, so we'll see how I feel about that. And yeah, already having the Double Dark and everything, I might change it up. But I love Chiyu, so I definitely want to go and give it a spin. But if I'm like 0-3 and I'm like, Jesus, I get countered by the same thing every time, we might have to do some switch ups. But pretty satisfied with what I got. Ogerpon with Rock Terra goes ballistic as well, getting the defense boost. You already know I can cook with Ogerpon, even if it's the crit set or not, or even if it is a utility Leech Seed or Spikes or whatever it is. I feel like this team has some passive stuff it can do as well. I think I can make like Haunter Trap stuff. Maybe, I don't know, does Haunter get Toxic Spikes? I'm unsure. There's an angle there as well. Yeah, catch me running Ruination Chiyu for the really tanky stuff. Yeah, pretty overall happy with the team. Sorry I didn't have more time to put stuff together. I'm pretty satisfied with what I did for the time I invested in it. This has been like a 30-minute thing. I really tried to reduce the opacity on my logo, but you know what? I don't have time for this, so Prim is gonna be a little hard to see, but you see him, her. You see him. You see Prim right there. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it right there. I think I'm not gonna keep the video for too long. I want to go sleep. So hopefully you guys cheer on the Oslo City Dragon Dancers for the season. I always appreciate the support, the kind comments, the hype comments, everything. I really appreciate it. So you guys have a fantastic day. Hopefully this finds you well. Take care of yourself, take care of your families, and I'll see you guys for an exciting TAOX season. Peace.